Hey everyone, before we get to the video, I just want to apologize for taking so long to make another one. I was actually in the process of editing the one that I made originally, but my computer decided not to cooperate and not upload it so I could edit it, so I had to start all over. So I'm really sorry about that, but I finally got it done, so I hope you enjoy and I hope it helps. And I would also like to apologize for looking like this, a mess. I'm in bed, if you can't tell, so. In this video, I just want to cover a few different things that have to do with the Navy, obviously. Those 5 things that I want to cover are why I chose the Navy, my process of joining, my MEPS experience, my rate, and what I'm doing until I ship out. Alright, first off, why I chose the Navy. I chose the Navy because, honestly, I didn't like any other branch at all. It just worked for me. Plus, some other reasons why I chose it is the jobs that they offered, the rates, and the experiences I would have. And that's kind of it, honestly. It's not because it's a family tradition or anything along those lines. It's just what I like, and that's what made me happy. I had looked into the Army and the National Guard because my boyfriend was looking into going into the military, and those were the branches he was looking into going into. So I had met with those recruiters, with him. I'd heard their recruiting spiel numerous times. So, I don't know, I just didn't like it. It's not even the fact that I wasn't looking into going into the military at the time. I just didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. It didn't click with me. I didn't like the job. All that stuff. I knew the Marines weren't for me. Just because, in my eyes, the Marines are like too tough, and I knew I couldn't do it. I wasn't fit for that at all. And I looked into the Air Force. Like, I got on their website and stuff like that. I never talked to a recruiter. But I got on their website and I looked at their job and what they had to offer, and I just didn't like it at all. And honestly, like, at the time, the Navy was kind of my last resort. Like, I knew if I didn't like the Navy, then I was kind of screwed, so. But I got on the Navy website and I looked at their jobs and what they had to offer and all that stuff, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the jobs they had to offer. I loved the experiences that I would have or that I'll hopefully have in the Navy. And it just kind of clicked with me. So, that's why I chose the Navy. So, yeah. Alright, next is my process of joining. It was kind of a sudden decision that I chose the Navy, but it still seemed like it was forever for me to join. It was only a few months, but it still seemed like forever to me. I had taken my ASVAB to go to college in December, I think. Very end of November, early December, something like that. And I only took it because I needed it. I needed to take it for it to qualify on my college transcript. And at the time, I didn't have any idea what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't have a college picked out. I didn't have anything. I had no plans for the future whatsoever. So I took the ACT, and 6 days later, I was meeting with my recruiter. In the meantime, after taking my ACT, I was just trying to figure out what I was doing with my life, and I looked into the military and all that stuff. So I talked to my dad first. I didn't ask what he thought about it or anything first. I asked him if I wanted to join the military, if he would sign for me, since I was only 17 when I joined. And he said, of course, and he asked why, and I told him why. And he said it was a really good decision. He was really proud of me for making that decision, that it was really adult of me, and all that other stuff. Then I talked to my boyfriend, and he said he was proud of me and everything else. So once I called the recruiter and talked to him and set up a time so like that, I texted my mom and I told her, I was like, guess what I'm doing, like whatever day it was. And she's like, I don't know what. I was like, I'm meeting with the recruiter. And she thought at first like I was kidding. I was like, no, like I'm not kidding about this. So of course she starts crying and everything else. But I met with a recruiter, and he gave me the Navy recruiting spiel, like the other recruiters did. And I pretty much already knew what he was going to say and all that other stuff because I did my research before I went in. So I knew he wasn't like BSing me about it or anything else. So I already like kind of knew what was going on, and all the information he already told me I already knew about. And he'd asked me if I had any questions or concerns or comments or anything else. And the only question that I had was, waiting for my parents to come in and sign for me, which really surprised them. So we set up a time for my parents to sign for me, or to go in and talk to them. And they asked their questions, and just did like talked about their concerns and everything else. And that was that. My parents signed for me because if you aren't 18, you can join when you're 17, but your parents have to give consent since you're still a minor. I think it was December 28th. So it was kind of like a late Christmas gift to me, which I was really excited about. But once they signed for me, the recruiter printed off the forms that I'd have to fill out, all the like paperwork and all that stuff. So I took those home as homework and I did those, and got those done. When I got those done, I went in and met with him again, and we finished up the paperwork. But there was only one thing that stood in my way, because on the medical part of the paperwork, it asked if you have like any skin conditions like psoriasis or eczema or anything else. Well, I do have a skin condition. It's called keratosis pilaris, but I couldn't remember what it was called because it was like 4 years prior to that I had gone to the dermatologist, and I couldn't remember what it was called for the life of me. So it was really weird to me. And I'd asked my mom if she remembered, because she was the one that took me, and she said it was some form of eczema. So of course I freak out and think that I want to get disqualified from joining. So the recruiter sent me back to the dermatologist just to double check what it was for sure, just so we knew. And come to find out, it wasn't anything eczema related. It was just keratosis pilaris. So we could finish up my paperwork and finalize everything, and finally sent down the meds. Yeah, that was kind of my process of joining. I talked to the recruiter in early December, and I got sent down to MEPS on February 3rd. So it was only like a couple of months, but it still seemed like forever. So something that I really wanted to do, and then I really was like anxious to get done. But there were just things holding me up, and it took time to do the paperwork because of holidays and my skin condition and stuff like that. When you do fill out your paperwork, you have to fill out a medical section, your like police background, if you've ever like been arrested or had any involvement with the police whatsoever. You have to do your family background so they can like make sure you're not connected to any other countries or anything, I guess. I don't know what that's for. Honestly, I don't really remember much else. There's just a lot of paperwork. One thing that I suggest is memorizing your social security number, because it'll make it so much easier, because you have to write that down so much. Like you have to write it down at the bottom of each paper, if I remember correctly. So memorize it. It's a lot easier. I think that's it, but like I said, my process of joining wasn't too bad. I kind of had like a mild heart attack in there because I wasn't sure if I could actually join at one point. But other than that, it wasn't anything bad. We didn't have to do a lot of digging of my background because I don't have anything to hide. Like I don't have police involvement or anything else. As far as my medical, I've never had like broken bone surgery or anything else, so that was easy. We didn't have to get like verifications from doctors or anything else, so that was really easy. But yeah, it's pretty easy. Bye.